Hey everyone, I was listening to an Instagram live video between two surfers that I've followed on social media for a while, and it was so interesting as one of the surfers who's now retired talked about the highs of his career and then some of the lows he went through after he retired with depression and anxiety. And he said this statement which caught my attention. He said, it's really difficult in life because there's no instruction manual for how to do life. And it was in that moment that I wanted to jump through the phone and say, no, there is. It's called the Bible. And I'm so thankful that God has given us this word, because this Bible tells us who God is and what He thinks about us and how He wants us to live. It's so precious. And the book of Psalms, which I'm going to read from Psalm chapter 1 right now, is this beautiful collection of poems and songs and really raw emotion. I think that's why so many of us can relate to it. The book of Psalms starts out like this. Chapter 1, verse 1 says, "Blessed is the man who walks not in the counsel of the wicked, nor stands in the way of sinners, nor sits in the seat of scoffers, but his delight is in the law of the Lord, and on his law he meditates day and night." Verse 3, "He is like a tree planted by streams of water that yields its fruit in its season, and its leaf does not wither. In all that he does, he prospers." Now, if I was to ask the question to everyone listening, who here wants to prosper? I don't think there's any of us who would say, no, I want my life to be really hard. I want my next season to be really difficult. All of us want to prosper. There's something in us that wants to prosper, and God's designed us that way. But there is a process, God says, of how to prosper, and it's this: to meditate on the law of the Lord day and night. Now, I've always struggled with this thought of meditation because I've always thought it's kind of bad. And Eastern meditation, which I'm not encouraging, Eastern meditation would say, empty your mind. Think about nothing. Try and go into a place of nothingness. Whereas Christian meditation would say, fill your mind with the right thing and then meditate on it. The right thing being the Word of God. Fill your mind. Fill your mind with what God says, who God is, what He thinks about you, how He wants us to live. And in that place, God says, you will prosper in all that you do. So after this video, I encourage you, take a moment and just start to maybe even just choose a few verses, because I've tried to read like 3 chapters at a time, and then afterwards I'm like, I don't remember anything I just read. Maybe just try and meditate on a few verses or even one verse today and say, God, would you bring to life into me what you're saying through your word? Bless you guys.